I told you, start us off. You're kicking us off this evening, so you start wherever your heart wants you to start, Jake.
My heart wants to start in Green Bay, damn it. And why wouldn't it? As a longtime Packer fan, I've been waiting for the day that Christian Watson breaks out and stays broken out. However, his hamstrings have had different ideas for him the last couple of seasons. We've only gotten to see these little flashes of Christian Watson so far. And in the 2 seasons that we've gotten those flashes, I think it's very hard to just look at the snaps that he puts on tape and think anything other than this guy's got a big ceiling. You might not love everything about him. You might not think he's an elite level wide receiver, but I don't think you can look at the plays that he makes and at least put his floor at, I hate to keep throwing this name back out there, but like Will Fuller. Like at least he's got prime Will Fuller energy, Christian Watson. But again, it's just impossible to diagnose that without him being on the field for a consistent length of time. Obviously, we've talked a lot about it this offseason. He's trying to get his hamstring issue resolved. Him and his teammate Eric Stokes have been spending the NFL's grant money, in fact, to get this thing figured out. If he does, I think he has an absolute chance at least being the Packers wide receiver one, which I think will translate into being, a top 15 potential wide receiver asset. Because if you just look through his healthy games, Christian Watson's been a pretty much a stud. When you start him and he's healthy at the start of the game and he's healthy at the end of the game, he's almost winning you weeks more often than not. So I will take that level of upside. I know we've seen the other crew there. Jaden Reed flashed last year. Romeo Doubs has come on in spurts. Even Dontavian Wicks, people are calling a sleeper here. But if all of them are if all of them are healthy and on the field at the same time, Christian Watson to me has much more upside than anybody else. Are you nervous? I mean, obviously we're all nervous about his hamstrings. Are you nervous about what he looks like if his hamstrings are fully healed though? Or do you just feel like, yep, he's ready to go if that's the case?
Well, I think he could be ready to go, and he probably could be one of the best values in drafts this year if he stays healthy. Because currently I was just looking at Fantasy Pros, and he's wide receiver 42. His teammate, Jaden Reed, as he said, was going as wide receiver 30. So getting that discount on him, and yeah, he could easily be the wide receiver one on the team. Like you said, it's just because he hasn't been able to stay on the field and be healthy. But when we have seen him, he's flashed with multiple quarterbacks now. He did it with Aaron Rodgers his rookie year. He did it last year with Jordan Love when he was healthy. So it's not like we can go back and say, oh, it's because, he was one of Aaron Rodgers' favorite targets and we didn't see it with Jordan. No, we saw him do it with multiple quarterbacks. So it's not an issue of who can throw him the ball. He's obviously very talented because they do throw him the ball when he's on the field. So yeah, I think this guy could be, he could be that league winner.